Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at what the heck is going on in your connection with this person. We have got 4 beautiful crystals as choices in front of you. You're going to go with the one that you feel the most gravitated towards. And yes, if you do want to choose more than one crystal, more than one pile to watch, you can totally do that should you feel guided to. So I'm going to give you 10 seconds to choose, but please also feel free to pause the video. That timer to choose will start now. Okay, so if you were attracted to the first crystal, this is going to be your reading. But before we start, a couple of things to note. First of all, Happy New Year. Many blessings I wish to you. I hope 2023 is going to be a wonderful year for you. But remember that it is the year. It's always going to be a year of what you make it, okay? Secondly, please make sure that you are subscribed if you are liking my style of reading, my content. I don't want you missing out on a reading from me or when I go live. So make sure you are tapping that subscribe button and also tapping the all notifications. And that goes for pre-existing subscribers. Also, I am offering a New Year's Day sale. Yes, it's going to just be for one day. And I'm offering 20% off all reading options. So go check that out. I'll put it in the comment section so that you can easily access it, as well as you can find there the link to my Patreon platform, which will offer the extended reading. The extended reading is going to look at what is this person's next move towards you. So let's get into your reading. Get cozy. It's going to be a long one. So just, bear with me. I've got a lot of cards that I'm drawing from and a lot of different things I'm going to be looking at. So just be patient. Okay. So let's get into this reading. First, I want to channel everyone who's watching in group 1 and their person. We're channeling everybody who's watching and their person. Let's bring forth the messages they need to hear today regarding this connection, not what they want to hear. And let's bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret them to them. Now, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to draw a card from this deck that represents your energy right now at the time of watching this reading. And then I'm going to draw a card that represents your person's energy at the time of receiving this reading. So let's do that now. Okay, so we're going to channel the people who are watching, their energy right now. Okay, so 4 of Cups. Now, let's also channel their person's energy. We've got a King of Cups. Okay, so I'm going to put this deck down. I'm also going to pull another one that goes with these one card selections to provide more insights. Give me more, please, on where this person who's watching, where are they at energetically within this connection? And where is this person who they are inquiring about today? Where are they at energetically at the time of receiving this reading? You know what's interesting about these 2 cards? And just bear with me, don't take offense to it, but I feel like there's a lot of growing to do. So we've got for you on both ends. For you, we've got the 4 of Cups and we've got the parental alienation card, okay? Something tells me here with this card, I feel like here there could be something that is blocking you within this connection. I don't know if it is fear. I don't know if it's something that you suffered with through your childhood with your parents. There's something that is mimicking or being triggered right now through this connection. I don't know if this person has treated you in a way that triggered something within your past, like how you were dealt with your parents. It kind of brought up something, it mirrored something for you. And what I mean by that is, let's say, just as an example, your person is not really giving you the time of day. Maybe they haven't really contributed much energetically towards this connection. And maybe it's also making you get triggered in a sense of, something that you remember feeling from your parents. I feel like this is not by accident, okay? So this tells me here your connection is pretty strong to your person. They're there to show you something as well. And it could be something of a blockage with regarding, your parents. But it could also be fear and, abandonment could be also that as well too. I feel like here also with the parental alienation card, it could just be symbolic of being alienated. You were like left and alienated by this person. And I feel like with the Four of Cups, you've been waiting. You've been waiting. And with the Four of Cups, it's very patient. You've been very patient with, regards to, this person coming forward in a way that you could accept. It's been time. There's been time that's passed. But you've been waiting, I feel like, here with the Four of Cups for an offer from this person. And it may not even just be an offer to be together, but like maybe even an offer of, with the Cups, emotions, expression of feelings. But I feel like you feel honestly alienated by this person. And it could be emotionally, mentally, physically. I feel like this person who's watching, which is you, probably really needed this reading at the time of, receiving it, because where you're at right now, for some of you, I am hearing a dark place. There's a dark, it looks like black. I don't know why. I can't tell if that's representing like rooms that we've sat in like dark rooms about this, just crying about it. I don't know, but I'm seeing dark rooms, or it could just be symbolically, they're telling me where you're at. It's just a dark place regarding this situation. Now your person's over here, which is interesting. I feel like I've got completely the other type of energy where I feel like this person is, I don't want to be rude, but I feel like there's a self-centeredness a bit around this person. I feel like this person has taken off. We've got the King of Cups represented by the Independent card. I feel like this person, and don't get mad at me, but maybe in a little bit of a better place than you. And maybe that's also why you feel alienated, because maybe for some of you, you've kind of seen the way they're living, or you've heard about the way that they're living, or maybe they look like, they've moved on, and it's like, how could you, like from what we experienced together, how were you able to move on, take off, leave this, this thing that we had with the Independent card. What I will say with this person though, is that it is a facade. They can pretend all they want with the King of Cups. King of Cups does a very good job at pretending. It's actually what saves them, their passive aggressiveness. It's something they've learned to rely on. I feel like here, this person probably was at a point in time, very open with expression, but has learned through life to somehow bottle it up. Okay. And maybe even take off. So if they do experience something that is very deep, whether it be with you or someone else, maybe they run for the hills. Maybe it's not something they're very comfortable with, okay? So your person right now at the time of receiving this reading is kind of like in a frozen stage. I feel like they're frozen. The heart is frozen. It's better to pretend as if, not to feel, okay? And I think they are, just with the Independent card, doing something else. And I don't know if that's that they're on vacation or they're like workaholics. But I feel like here with this person, they would rather focus on anything else besides you, okay? So just bear with me. I know that seems kind of rough, but let's get into the main spread now, okay? Let's now look at what is up with this connection. What's going on between the two of you? Okay, so we're going to channel everybody who's watching in group 1 and their person and look at what is happening within this connection. Bring forth what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. more on the Seven of Cups, more on the Death, more on the Lovers, more on the King of Wands, more on the Knight of Swords, more on the Eight of Swords. Okay, so on the bottom, we've got the Star. So interesting enough, I feel like here, destiny is at play. There are no mistakes I'm hearing with the Star card. Everything has transpired in the way that it was supposed to. I feel like Spirit's actually working on the both of you. There are things the both of you need to really look at. I feel like here, what's happening within this connection is that you are here to teach each other something, okay? And it could be, with this person to get more into their feelings, more into their emotions, be real, okay? And then for you, it could be that there's something unhealed, because I feel like this person acted in a way that triggered something. And I was just using the parental alienation as an example, but it could be anything. And I feel like you're here to figure that out. Now, what I also want to say about this connection is that it feels to me, it may be going through a particular cycle. I don't know if we have some people here who are watching who tend to go through cycles with their person. I don't think it's over, okay? Not when you have a Three of Cups coming and clarifying the Death card. There could have been something of an ending, or maybe, a dispute or something that would separate you two. But I feel like with the Three of Cups here, there could be something revived from this. So you may want to check out that extended reading, because it looks to me like this is not done. But I feel like here, what's happening with this connection is that you two are learning what the real meaning of self-love is. I know you probably thought I was going to say love, but with the Ace of Cups, this is self-love. And here, through this connection, you're here to free yourselves from something. I don't want to, just play the blame game, but just for an example, I feel like your person would not even, at the time of this reading, be in a position, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, to handle this connection. I feel like they have to, go through something. And with the Death card, it cycles in order to learn something. The two of you really mirror each other. With the Lovers card, you mirror each other. You guys have a lot in common, and I feel like more than you may think. And when this person looks at you, there's something they don't want to look at within themselves. And, if you're like, wow, what's that? I don't know. Let's give an example. Like I said before, maybe this person operates better when they're in control. Maybe they don't want to feel. Maybe you bring something to them that makes them feel too deeply, and then it starts triggering other things like, oh goodness, I don't want to be this vulnerable, But with the Star card, vulnerability is a big thing here between the two of you, and realness. And right now, where I'm seeing this connection, I don't know that we can function in realness at this time. So it's a journey, especially with the Hermit on the bottom. This is a huge part of your spiritual path to meet this person. Now, if you're wanting to know why I cannot read your Akashic records, you will have to go through it yourself. With this type of connection, I know what this is. I can tell very easily when I'm looking at cards what I'm looking at. And I've been through something like this. And I just want to tell you, no one's going to hold your hand through it. No one. Nobody will even understand it. That's for sure. Okay. Even be careful who you're going to as readers and psychics, because if they don't understand this or they've never experienced this before, they may not give you the best information regarding it. Okay. But I feel like here, what's happening, I feel like we're here slowly working through a process in order to free ourselves. But this is also a self journey as well, too. You're here to, again, free yourself from things, that have held you back. Okay. You're here. It's not even about the two of you that much. It's about your own independent journeys. And this person, for sure, with that Independent card, has a lot to learn. Just the fact that, she's holding this briefcase on the card tells you he's got, or she, whoever you're inquiring about, has a lot of baggage that needs to be unloaded, okay? So this looks to me like we've got a high level connection that is really there for the purpose of spiritual and soul evolution. Now, again, whether you're going to be together, I'm not here to read on that, but I can also look into more decks for you. So I am going to pull now from more decks to find out what else is happening within this connection. So let's do that. Okay. So I'm going to pull two cards from this deck. Give us more as to kind of what is happening within this connection. I don't think the two of you can come together unless, I mean, you may come together in mini cycles, but it will be as soon as you unlock something. So your person has to be extremely real with you, and you have to be real with yourself. I think you've been real with them. I think with you, it's about being real with yourself and turning the focus also inwards, as not as much upon them. That person, I feel like, has a lot to do, with regards to you, on how they would make this right. I feel like the hurt could have come from their end. I think you were all for this. Oh my God, I wonder if people are going to hate me with this. I just have to speak my truth. I am being told for some of you may have, when this person come in, felt a particular way that really soothed all of like your inner wounds, but the goal is not for another person to complete that. It's for you to find it within yourself. Some of you may have misinterpreted the connection and thought that this person was going to be the one to fix all of that. It's not them to fix it. It's you to fix it. Give me more on what's happening within this connection. Unwilling to share. So I think here there is an unwillingness to share, whatever that may be. And it could be like feelings. Maybe this person is just not, is completely cut off. Doesn't really want to share much with you, whether that be, time together, their feelings. This also makes me feel like there's a lack of being real, okay, on their end as well too. I feel like they're just not willing right now. They're not ready. Something about this connection at the time of you receiving this reading, it's just there's a blockage, and I just feel like here we're not ready. And I don't know. I don't know if it's on your end, but I definitely feel like it's on their end, because they've packed their bags and they've walked down like a different path, or they're about to walk down a different path. Their energy is fleeting. It's kind of moving away, while as with the Four of Cups, it's coming towards. So I do feel like it's more on their end of, not willing to, be open. And that's what's causing this problem. So if you are like, this is a complete SHIT show, it's because of that. It's one of the factors. If you want things to, roll, smoothly, communication is the key, right? With anything. More. We've got road rage. I wonder here if someone has told somebody to F off. I wonder if somebody's told somebody this. I wonder if this person has done this, or if you have done this. There's a lot of anger, I feel like, pent up with this connection. We're talking about what's going on within this connection. There could be a lot of things that were, the both of you, and I don't know, it's a reading for thousands. You'll have to apply it to yourself. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's them, or if it's the both of you. There's too much anger right now within this connection for it to, I feel like, again, move forward in the way that you would need it to right now. But I feel like with this road rage too, this could also be that, kind of interesting with the road ahead on this card. This person could also be moving into a different path based upon how they feel towards you. I don't know if they're angry with you. I don't know here if this connection itself, there's a handcuff on the hand, okay? They could be very upset with how this connection makes them feel. So they're just like, F it, F it. I don't like it. Some people, this person feels like the vulnerability for them is just too much. It somewhat keeps them tied with the handcuffed, and it makes them angry. I feel like here, this person doesn't know how to function. Now, this could also be stuff that they have going on within their life. There could be a lot of anger, elsewhere as well too, but it's just anger, period. So I don't know. I just feel with these two cards very blocked off. I mean, if you got the card of unwilling to share and you got the card of road rage, do those two cards not feel energetically like it's like back up, back away, like I want no part in this? It could be that, and it may not be that it's you made that person mad. They could have a lot going on in their life, or maybe they've got anger issues. Maybe your person's volatile, and maybe you're being protected straight up. Maybe you're being protected. I always tell people, if someone is not coming towards you, or, if it's just not working out at this moment, it's protection. It really is. Let's get two cards from this deck on the energy around what the hell is happening within this connection. What is happening within this connection? Very diabolical energy, I feel like here. Very. And that's why I said at the beginning, I feel like there's a lot of growing to do. Okay, give me the energy around what the heck is going on with this, connection between the people who are watching and their person. Past life. Okay, so this is a past life connection. This is your card that indicates that, listen, if you recognize them, if your eye got real big when you saw them for the first time and you were like, what the heck? Who is that? It hit you hard. It was not like anything you had ever felt before. It's a past life. There was knowing, there was deja vu, and there was a past love. So that's the three things that was happening at that time, that were happening at that time when you met them. This is past life. You've got things, unfinished business with this person that you're working out from the past right now. And I do feel like here, to some degree as well, you may not want to hear this, but you guys are also helping each other, okay? Because again, I feel like here there's triggering, and whatever is being triggered needs to be worked on. And that was exactly the person you needed to come across in order for that to be worked on. Nobody else was able to do it. So this is a past life connection, and that's why it's so tumultuous and so deep for you and so interesting. And why, if I'm hearing some of you, why can't I get them out of my head? Why can't I stop thinking about them? It's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like that, because if you were going to forget them, would you be able to be stirred up this much enough to fix these things or work on these things? Interesting, right? Give me more. Control. So we've got releasing, taking back power. So listen, I don't know how else to say this. I feel like this was a very interesting meeting, okay, within this life. You are being puppeted almost from your higher self to meet this person so that you could release what you need to release. Aspects of your life you probably were like this, just being controlled, maybe by your fears, by your emotions, by, things that, maybe the parental alienation, abandonment. This connection has come in to release this and also give you your power back. A lot of you may be watching right now and really not want to hear this and thinking that, okay, well, I clicked on this video for another reason. Listen, it is what it is. A lot of people don't like to hear stuff like this. They want to hear that they're going to ride off into the sunset together. That's just not what these high level connections are about. They are about giving you back your power. And again, I'm going to ask you, why do you feel like you were so triggered by the other person? Why was that person so, we're always learning, and that includes through, relationships, other people, other souls. They come in to help us move us further along on our journey. And I feel like here, this is also good news for some of you, because if you are suffering with this connection, I also want you to know that it's not going to be like that forever. It will, like, the opposite of intensify, it will, I can't think of the word, it will decrease. Okay, I'm not saying it will ever go away. It will not, but it will decrease. The more that you get your control back and the more that you learn what you need to learn through this connection, you will get your control back. I promise you. Let's get a card from this deck. One card on what is going on within this connection. Give us details, whatever you want to give us, Spirit, about this connection. Let us know. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So I feel like here, some of you, when it comes to this connection, I think some of you realize that, maybe it's not the best for you. Maybe there has been enough red flags and you have been maybe ignoring them, or maybe you've been seeing them. Maybe these are not synchronicities. These are red flags, okay? And I'm not saying that your person is a red flag, but I feel like here, the universe, spirit right now through the reading wants you to be alert, okay? I don't want you pining away from something, for someone, sorry, when it should be all about you. Okay, be careful with that. If your person's also not ready, that could also be talking about the red flags for you to see that very clearly. Or straight up, if your person is mean and they're nasty and they've done things to you, those are also red flags. But the main message with that is that this connection, there are red flags that exist within it. And you need to pay attention to that. So it could be, I'm not saying your person's a bad person, but if they're not ready and they're exuding actions that show you that, that would be a red flag, okay? Now let's get one card now from the higher self. What does what does everybody who's watching here as a collective in group one need to hear? What message from the higher self? What message from the higher self do they need to hear today regarding this connection? You have many layers to truth to discover. Wow, you have many layers of truth to discover. If you think you know this connection, you do not. It's going to keep surprising you, and what you may be aware of right now is not what it's going to be at maybe in 5 years from now. 2 weeks from now. There are many layers to this. This connection goes extremely deep, and it's a past life connection. But it's not only that. It's not about figuring the person out. It's also about figuring out how this connection relates to who you are, okay? And what you're doing on this earth plane in your particular journey at this time. And the higher self wants you to know that you don't know everything. You do not. Even if you're getting this reading may help you a bit, but you still don't know everything that you know, and it will be forever changing. It will be forever evolving. There is so much information coming forward about this connection, and it will be revealed to you. That's what you need to know. So higher self is saying to you today, if you're scratching your head, if you're banging your head up against a wall, and you just want to know, it cannot be like that. It has to be uncovered slowly, drip by drip. Okay. And sometimes it takes years, and it just runs so deep. It runs so deep, this connection. So listen, if you want to catch the extended reading, we can look at what this person's next move will be towards you. But I really do wish you the best. I really hope you didn't take me in any type of way. I have to relay the messages that, Spirit brings forth to me, even if it may be not what you want to hear. I wish you all the best, group one. Take care. Okay, so if you are gravitated towards crystal number 2, this is going to be your reading, but a couple things to note before we start. First, Happy New Year. I wish you all the best in 2024. Please do remember, though, that this year will be what you make of it. Secondly, please make sure that you are subscribed. If you are liking my content and the way that I read, I don't want you missing out on a reading from me. So please make sure that you subscribe and hit all notifications. That way you don't miss out when I do post or go live. Also, please make your way to the comment section where you will find the link to my Etsy shop. I am offering a sale just for today, 20% off all readings. All readings are going to be given a 20% discount. You don't have to do anything. It's just already applied, as well as you will find my Patreon link. This will take you to my Patreon platform where you can find the extended reading to this reading, which will be the topic of what will be this person's next steps towards you. You can find that all within the comment section. Let's get into it. So please, I ask you to be very patient with me. I am going to be pulling a lot of cards today. So get cozy. This is going to be a long reading, but let's just go very slowly. Let's channel your energy into the cards. So we are going to channel everybody who's watching within group 2. Them and their person, in order to find out what is happening within this connection. Please bring forth the messages they need to hear, not the messages they want to hear. And please bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret them to them. So what we're going to do first is we're going to look at the energy of you right now. What's your energy at with respect to this connection at the time of receiving this reading? And then we will draw another 2 cards for your person. Where are they at? Okay, I think it's important to know kind of which page you're on energetically, because they could be very different, right? So let's do that. So we're going to channel those that are watching. Where are they at with respect to this connection? And where are their person? Where is their person at energetically with respect to this connection? Now we're going to also, just to give me more, pull 2 cards from this deck. Where is the person who is watching this reading at this moment? Where are they at energetically with respect to this connection? Okay, that's really nice, guys. Really nice. Okay, where is their person at energetically at within this connection? Oh my God. Okay. I'm very excited for this only because pile 1 was extremely hard to deliver the messages, I feel like, for those people that had chosen that group, but wow. So let's start with you. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do, honey. Doing exactly what you're supposed to do. I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, you got a good grip on kind of what this is, what you've experienced. I feel like the focus is completely on you and you are leveling up energetically. I will get to more cards. So if you're like, well, hey, I want to know what's going on with the connection, not me. Listen, you are a part of the connection. Okay. You are very much as important as this connection. So, and we are asking about you. So listen, you are doing very well. I feel like energetically, and I feel like the Spirit wants to say, like, not only are you doing very well, you're doing well with what has been thrown at you within this connection. I feel like here there's also a lot of self-growth that's been happening on your end. So kudos to you. This is like such beautiful energy. I don't even have the words, and I hope that I can give you the words to explain how I feel, but I'm like even at a loss for words, because you cannot get 2 better cards than that if we're talking about where you're at energetically. And I feel like here you always were doing actually a lot better. I'm being told as well, when it came to this connection, I think you actually knew exactly what was happening. You felt it. You were aware of it. You actually had more of like a level up, more of a leg up than the other person. I feel like the other person had to probably figure out a lot more about what this was, or they had to fall into line or figure out something. Whereas you knew right away. You were very in tune with this connection. And again, like, you are doing amazing. Like, this is more from your higher self, I feel like, wants to congratulate. Like, you've been doing great, regardless of what has happened between the 2 of you, because maybe it's been very, horrendous, but you're handling it like a champ. And I will say, you probably were always doing a lot better than your person, even if you think that you weren't, okay? Wow. So where's your person at the time of receiving this reading? I feel like here something has been unlocked. We've got the Knight of Swords with the truth lives. And you know, that Knight of Swords, it's interesting because it's very much a card of action. I feel like of moving forward. Even the horse is looking at their rider like, hey, like, wow, like this is intense, you know, like, are you ready for this? I feel like your person has figured out something, unlocked something. Something is starting to be revealed to them about this connection, and they want to do something about it. Kind of interesting because my extended reading is about their next move towards you, but I feel like with this energy, it's like a breakthrough. It's like maybe the truth has come upon them in the sense that they're actually starting to realize like, hey, like I've got feelings for this person, or hey, like I need to do something before it's like lost. Or maybe they also, because you are doing well energetically, it's also being shifted to them as well too. Like you both are in good spaces just in your own lives. And that's amazing because maybe this connection was about that, you know, leveling up in your own life. But I feel like with this person's on a vengeance. Like they've got like some sort of action they want to take, I feel like, or they're moving in the direction that they're supposed to. And it's a lot faster than what it was before. So I don't know if the speed here is also indicative of maybe the speed that they were going before. It's like amplified now. And I feel like they're more willing to kind of be in their truth or acknowledge the truth about this connection, because maybe before they didn't. But the truth is very important to them. Maybe being in their truth, maybe being like who they need to be. Maybe they're unlocking a lot within themselves, just as you are. Oh my God. Wow. What an energy. And it's crazy for the both of you to have that. Okay. Let's now find out with this deck. Let's do a 6-card spread. Well, a 12-card spread. Finding out, you know, what's happening within this connection. Let's find out. So let's channel everybody who's watching within group 2 and look at what is happening within this connection. Bring forth what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. This person, I feel like, wants to live a truthful life too, regardless of it being about you. I feel like they don't want to live a lie anymore. And I don't know what that's going to mean person to person who's watching. I could sit here all day and name, you know, the reasons of how they're going to change this. But I feel like here they don't want to live lies. I'm being guided to tell you that. Something about their life, they don't want to live lies anymore. Okay, give me more. More on the Knight of Pentacles, more on the Temperance, more on the 3 of Cups, more on the 2 of Swords, more on the Strength, and more on the Page. So we've got the King of Wands on the bottom, which tells me that this person wants to take some sort of action and end things that no longer serve them. There's about to be like an ending in their particular life that's going to change this, I feel like, connection. And I don't know what that will be. I am hearing psychically, just to put it out there for, I don't know if this is going to resonate with a few of you. There's a connection, a relationship that is starting to weigh very heavily on them. It's not with you, it's with someone else. And I don't know what it will be. It could be with the 4 of Wands. It's a relationship, like a romantic relationship, but it could be, I don't know, a friendship, something. There is a woman here, I feel like, for some of you, that I feel like this person is starting to see through, which is weird. I don't know. That's going to probably apply to some of you. But it could be also their collective. This woman, this Queen of Swords, this Three of Cups too, could just represent the collective of what they've been into. It's no longer doing it for them. Something about their taste is changing in women. And I'm going to say that, listen, just apply it to you, if whatever. But this is what it feels like to me. It just feels like that. It feels like whatever their taste in women is, it's changing. And I feel like here with the Temperance and the Ace of Wands, there's a lot of like things that could happen between the two of you that you're not even aware of right now. You could never imagine it in your wildest dreams. There is future moments between the two of you that are actually going to be exactly what reminded you of when you were around them. So if there are those of you who are in separation or not around this person anymore, you could have more of that in the future. I feel like with the Temperance, though, it's about divine timing. It's about the perfect timing. And I feel like here as well, this feels like it's about your person, not you. I know, I can tell. Okay, I can tell when it's those things. I feel like here you've had upgrades. You've been upgraded, honey. You are not functioning in the space that you were when you met them. But for this person, if they had particular addictions, if they had codependency issues, if they had something in their life that was going on that really smelled bad, because the devil, when I see that card, it also smells bad. So it's kind of symbolic for whatever was not good for them. They are, I feel like, coming up on kicking that in the BUTT. The Knight of Pentacles says it was a journey. It was a very slow process. But I feel like here they're tackling this. They're almost like catching up to you in a sense. They're catching up to you. I feel like you also need to know, this is going to be a lot about your person. I'm just letting you know. Like, we have to draw from other decks, but so far this is a lot about your person. And it could be because with these two cards, you're just really in a good space, okay? And maybe they're catching up. Your person didn't always function, okay? In that other realm of, higher self, the intuition. I feel like here it's been a process to understand that. You unlocked something within them. You got them to see something else that existed here on this earth plane. And it was using the higher self and the intuition. And that is like, when people are forever logical and they don't ever activate that other side of themselves, there's something also activating within this person as well regarding being more connected to their higher self. They are choosing energetically, whether they're aware of it or not, to walk a particular path. This may bring them closer to you. I don't know, but this person's speeding up with that Knight of Swords. And I do want to say as well, too, what's happening within this connection looks like to me, and I'm not trying to kind of, gas you up. Okay, I think you went through your own things. But for some reason at this time of getting the reading, it's all about them. Okay, but I feel like here your person's foundation was not that solid. Okay, they had to build up their foundation. I feel like they had a lot of things they had to work through. I think this person could have been very distracted at the time of meeting you, maybe into a lot of things that were not good for them, living a particular life that was not, real to some degree. And I feel like here, what's happening with this connection, and especially if you've been in separation, that person had to learn those things, okay? I think as well, too, that if you are talking to this person, they're starting to notice. I feel like, the fact that you've leveled up, there's a change in you. And maybe for some of them, they want to follow. Maybe they want to follow straight up. Looking at these two cards, if I could pick them up, Oh my goodness. If anybody were to see these two cards together, like just, I'm not saying looking at them, but if they were to represent a person, you would want to follow, because look how good this leveling up looks on her. She looks real happy, real confident. It looks good on you. But I also want to say here too, for some of you, if you leveled up in the sense that you also, through your actions showed this person what it was going to be, like what you would have to become to be with me, they're also getting that message. And I feel like here there is effort. I can say, I can't give you everything because that would be in the extended reading, but I can say there is some sort of intention right now to do better on their end, okay? You've proved it. You've shown it. They felt it within you. There's something different, and it's very attractive on you, I do have to say. They feel it's so attractive, like you are so attractive with this energy, this new energy. Or if you had it all along when they did meet you, then there you go. It was worth it. Like you were worth it. Oh my God. Okay, let's get some more cards. We're going to draw 2 cards. Did I draw 2? Yeah. Let's draw 2 cards to give us more information on what is happening within this connection. I am going to say, I am being told as well too, if you don't talk to this person anymore and they do have access, I feel like, to you somehow, if it's through a third party, finding out about what you're up to or seeing things online, that also is very attractive. I feel like they're watching you level up, and it's striking a chord within them. Like you are the ultimate, like they want to follow. You're like the ultimate, like, muse, I'm hearing. If anybody could get them to do this, it would be you. Okay, let's draw 2 cards on more information on what is happening around this connection. Lights on, but no one's home. Okay, what's happening with this connection? I feel like here that is very representative of the spark. There's still very much a spark between the two of you. They feel it, you feel it, but it could be that nothing's happening. No one's home. No one's making it a home, but the lights are on. So you need to know from this reading that if you still feel energetically like there's something there between the two of you, or you haven't lost your attraction towards them, or you haven't, they haven't moved away from your heart, it's real. It's supposed to be like that. And that person also feels it as well too. Even if there's nothing happening in the 3D, we're technically asking that today. Like what's happening, right? Because you don't know. You don't know what's happening. I feel like if you're with a person and, like everything's great and, you guys are just, leveling up together and, it's like a best friend. This may not be your reading, okay? The reading for you. But I feel like here you legit have no idea what the heck is going on. Like there's no movement. And I feel like, but with the lights on, it's telling you that like, just because nothing's happening in the 3D doesn't mean that the spark is gone. The spark is very much alive within your heart and this person. It's not just you. I would tell you if I saw that. Give me more. Public attention. Now, what is that card about? Public attention. What is happening within this connection? Public attention. I don't understand that, Spirit. Can you give me more on what that means? I kind of just heard something, but I want to clarify. Give me more on that. Okay, I heard, which is interesting with the 5 of Swords, that there could be for some of you that this connection brings public attention. Maybe there is a worry about public attention because maybe there's something here that's a bit off between the two of you. I don't know if it's an age. I don't know if one is, a different race than the other or a different religion, or maybe one is taken and the other one, it would be taboo. I feel like before I drew these 2 cards, I got this image of this chatter around or opinions. Public attention, people who would have like an opinion about the two of you. You need to understand that this is all like, I don't want to say an illusion. It's not an illusion. It's very real, but it doesn't matter. I think your person is starting to get over this. Maybe your person also, that was a big factor with this connection as to kind of what type of attention they would receive regarding it. I feel like here they're working on becoming very vulnerable with that. They're working on releasing it and, just letting it all hang out, like the woman on the star card who is unclothed. Because I felt like that. And then with the Five of Swords, I got that. This is unnecessary competition, that type of card. That says like you have no business, getting involved in something that you don't need to be. And that represents those people's thoughts, their opinions. What matters at the end of the day is that the truth lives, and how I feel about you is what matters. So this public attention, it's coming up because it needs to be, I feel like, cleared. Okay, maybe you felt like that as well too. Maybe it was happening on your end. Let's not leave you out. But I do feel like it was happening on that person's end as well. Let's get some more information. Let's get, okay, that card really came out with a lot of energy. So I'm going to leave it out. It may resonate with some of you. It may not. But we have a fair male. Fair male is, white, lighter hair. Could be even white with brown hair. It's still fair male, but we've got someone here very deep in thought about what is going on. I feel like your person's coming around, doing a lot of thinking about this. I don't want to give you, sell you a fake dream, okay, that they're going to take an action. I have to see that in the next reading. But with the fair male, this card energetically, just the depth in the eyes tells me there's a lot of thinking going on. And we want this person to be thinking. Because if they're not thinking, they're not, I feel like, understanding or realizing what's happening here. We definitely don't want them to be blocked, putting this out of their head and, never going there, There's a lot of thinking going on, a lot of contemplation. And I feel like through this meditation that they don't even realize that they're doing, it's bringing them to the conclusion of this truth lives. So listen, there's a lot going on within your connection, but on the 3D plane, it will look like nothing, but it can't be because you're doing amazing. So you must be seeing, how you're doing, how you're leveling up, how you're handling all of this, what you're learning through the connection. Could give me more. Dating queen, opportunities, dates, and abundance. So what did I say? I felt like here, listen, you're becoming more attractive. If you didn't want this to be about you, I'm sorry, but this is great. You are becoming so much more attractive. I think your person is kind of trailing behind. But what you need to know is that your worth doesn't come from this person. You are becoming so abundant. You are becoming more beautiful inside and on the outside. Listen, if this is a particular journey that you're on, high level connection, twin flame, whatever, it will look very good on you. I myself have become a lot more beautiful on the outside and the inside because what does it teach you? Self-love, right? So I just feel like here, what you need to know, this is all about you. I feel like opportunities are coming. Regardless of this person, if it's this person, offering or not, opportunities are there, abundance, and you will becoming so much more attractive and loving yourself. You probably, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some people who clicked on this reading who were literally just clicking on it for fun because, maybe there's a part of you that has, pushed it away or just left it up to God, let go, but you're doing great, but you're enjoying what this connection has done for you. I wouldn't be surprised. And that's what you need to take with this, this journey. Your person is their own individual person. They have to, make their own decisions. They have to clear out, their life and figure out their life, but you don't have to stop yours. And you're doing amazing. You are. And through that, you're going to be attracting so much abundance, so much opportunities, and it's going to look so beautiful on you. So beautiful. Let's get the energy around this connection. Let's get the energy around this connection. What do you want group 2 to know about the energy around this connection? Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. So what did I say with the devil card, right? This person could be dealing with addictions, dealing with codependency, and you're not in a space right now to deal with that. If you are in a leveling up stage and you're a brain represented also by the Ace of Pentacles, like you're not energetically, vibrationally on that level to deal with that. So this person, I feel like, has a lot to go learn with that. You may have also, what you need to know about this connection, mastered that yourself. Really? Yeah, it's a real thing. Codependency is very real. A lot of us don't even know we have it until something like this comes into our life. Okay. So what you need to know is that, that is a big, big thing in your connection, whether it stops you, whether it causes problems between the two of you. It's being worked on. I feel like you more so quicker than the other, but they're coming along. They're coming along. They're coming into their truth. And that's just, that's what you want, okay? Because the first step is admitting, okay? So that will be applied many different ways to different people. Maybe they have family issues. Maybe they have, I don't know, addictions. I don't know. It will vary person to person, but I feel like that is being sorted out. That's what's happening within this connection. Okay, let's get a message from your higher self. What is your higher self? This is for you only. Those that are watching, what does your higher self want you to know about this connection? Your dreams are never farther than you can reach. You're going places. You are really going places. And I felt like as well too, when I was reading down here, the Temperance with the Ace of Wands, did I not tell you that I feel like there's moments like this that you experience with this person, they could be in the future. It's not like it's over. It could be experienced again. I feel like here, if you do have dreams regarding this person, they're not that farther than you think they are. Okay, so I'm not saying to stop living your life. Obviously, you are living your life. Keep going. But I want you to know that this connection could be extremely deep. And it may not be that it's actually over, okay? It's just that there was a lot of gunk in the middle that people had to work through. And I think here it's that this card is telling you like, hey, like you're doing great. Your dreams, period, anything that you want is not that far away, okay? It's not as farther away as you think it is, including this person. But I also want to tell you too, I'm being told that if there's anybody here who has a big dream, I'm being told if anybody here has a big dream of theirs that doesn't include this person, that's also not that far away. It's literally around the corner. And I feel like here, your higher self wants you to know that you're doing really good and, a good job, real good job in believing that you can have whatever you want, believing that your dreams are possible. I'm telling you, in this connection, you are doing real good. I really want to commend you. I think it was very easy. It could have been very easy for you to get stuck, but you didn't. You chose to trek on, level up, put the focus on yourself, and that's going to reward you. I promise you. So if you'd like to catch the extended reading, that will be again offered through my Patreon platform on what their next move will be towards you. But I wish you all the best, group 2. Thank you for allowing me to read. It's been a pleasure. I really wish you all the best. Great job, pile 2. Take care. Okay, so if you were gravitated towards the third crystal, this will be your reading. But before we start, a couple things to note. First, I want to wish you all a very happy new year. Okay, I'm sending you a lot of warm wishes. I wish you all the best for this year. I also want you to know that I am going to be offering an extended reading to this reading through my Patreon platform, which will be titled their next move towards you. Okay, so you can catch that within the comment section. I'll provide the link there, as well as I am offering a 20% off sale just for today, for New Year's Day, off all of my readings. So the link to my Etsy shop will also be there. Please make sure that you are subscribed. I don't want you missing out on a reading from me or when I go live. So if you do like my style of content or the way I read, please make sure that you are subscribed and you're hitting all notifications. And that goes for pre-existing subscribers as well. So let's get into your reading. Be very patient. It's going to be a long one, so get cozy. I will be pulling from many decks. So let's just channel everybody firstly within group 3 who is watching. Everybody and their person. And let's bring forth messages they need to hear, not what they want to hear, but what they need to hear. And please bring it forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret it to them. So I'm going to pull a card from this deck that represents your energy at the time of receiving this message, as well as your person's energy. Okay, I think it's really important to look at that to see where the both of you are at. Okay, energetically, emotionally, whatever. Let's bring it forth. Let's get a card for you. Okay, and let's get a card for your person. Ooh, okay. Now we're going to also pull a card from this deck to give me more insight as to where you're at the moment of receiving this reading. And where your person is at. Okay, wow, that came out. No, that's okay. A lot of them are reversed. That's okay. Okay, so where you're at, we've got the Temperance with the empty promises. I think you're about ready to let go of this. Let go and let God. I think there could be a lot of you who are in a giving up stage at the time of receiving this reading. Feeling like maybe even you don't believe. Maybe you don't believe anymore in this. Maybe it's just been too much headache. Maybe it's just been a bunch of, empty promises, like what it is on the card. And I feel like with the Temperance, you may be energetically leaving this connection, wanting to leave it behind, wanting to move on. It's interesting though, because the Temperance card is kind of cool. It gives you that type of energy where you've got like one foot in the spiritual realm and then one foot on the physical plane. So some of you, it could be very difficult for you to release it, even though you probably would prefer to, because there's still a bit of that pull energetically that, even though you're seeing those empty promises in the physical realm, something still is tugging at you that there's something here that you just can't put your finger on or that you can't release. Now, where is your person at? Your person got the High Priestess and starting from 0. I think here your person could be very confused about this connection. You could be the Empress, sorry. You could be the High Priestess, the very that woman in the background that is not advertised about. She's not the woman that you have on your arm. She's the one that is the secret, but she has impacted you like immensely. Okay. High Priestess is just someone that, you can just look into their eyes and, they've kind of casted a spell. It could feel like that, it's just that intensifying. High Priestess is energetically she's the divine feminine. I don't care if you're a man or a woman watching, okay? And I feel like here with this card, I think the starting from 0 could be just the confusion of this connection, where to start from, what to do about it. The guy on this card is scratching his head. I don't think he knows what to do about it, but he does feel. This person, your person, feels everything about this connection, but does not really know how to handle it or what to do about it or what way to go about it. Something also makes me feel like with your person, whatever the way that they used to go about things, it's not working with you. It's not going to work. It's not the same thing. So let's just say, for example, let's say they're in love. Well, if they met people before you, they probably, followed a particular route, and that was the route that was, worked. But with you, it doesn't work that way. Maybe they feel like nothing they do will work with you, on you. Listen, High Priestess is very intelligent, can see right through the veil, right through the BS. So if this person is also not authentic, you will be able to see right through them. Okay? That's the High Priestess. She sees between the veil. You can't hide stuff from her. So this person feels very much exposed by you. This looks like it's going to be a very exciting reading. Very hot and scandalous. I don't know why. But that's where the two of you are at. Now let's go into what's actually happening here. Okay. So let's get a 12 card spread from this deck, and then we'll move into my oracle cards. So what's happening here between these two, those who have chosen group 3, crystal 3, and their person, and bring forth what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. I thought it was going to be scandalous, and we got the 7 of Swords. So, yep, it's going to be scandalous. Sorry, I like my cards to be a particular way, nice and neat, so that everybody can see them very clearly. More on the Queen of Pentacles, more on the 2 of Wands, more on the Hermit, more on the 7 of Swords, more on the 6 of Swords, and more on the 10 of Cups. So I feel like here, this looks like, I feel like it's just been catastrophe. I don't like the Queen of Pentacles here with the 2 of Swords. I feel like you've been waiting. And that could be with respect to anything. Waiting for them to make a move, waiting for them to get it together, waiting for them to, I don't know, see you clearly. I don't know. I just feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, this has been very confusing for you. What's happening within this connection is that there's no answers. There's no answers. We're in a learning phase, I feel like, with the Page of Swords. This is the young apprentice. This connection is actually, in the early stages. And I don't care if you've been together or you've known each other for years. You are still very much learning. And what I feel like with this 2 of Wands and this Wheel of Fortune is that there's so much unexpectedness that I can't even also get a grasp of what's happening here. So I feel like it's been a whirlwind between the two of you. That energy of that unexpectedness also is creating, I feel like, anxiety to some degree. And I feel like here, what I do need to say is that there may be a separation. There may be one that you're in right now. There may be one coming, but I feel like it will get to a point where I feel like someone will take the lead on this. I don't know if this has already happened or if it's about to happen, but I feel like someone will run. Someone will maybe screw up or choose to end something, and it could be through their own boundaries. So it could be, again, for you. Maybe you're going to choose to energetically leave this connection, maybe put it behind you, let go, let God. It doesn't even have to be that it's physical separation. It could just be that you are getting to a point where you just can't take anymore, because maybe this is all just, becoming too much, really. I feel like with that 7 of Swords, and that 4 of Cups, there could have been a lot of waiting or a lot of manipulation with the initial offer, or making an offer that was not had some sort of agenda behind it, you know? Again, maybe that person didn't know how to approach. Maybe they've acted like a fool. Okay, there's the Magician. So I feel like here someone is wearing a false mask. Someone's wearing a false mask, and that could be also why this is not, you know, going in the direction that it should. Now, I'm going to be very fair. Your person may think that you're wearing the false mask. It could be that they just can't figure you out because of those two cards there. Maybe it's that for you, it's too much. You're too much. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just too much energetically for them. Maybe they can't carry it. Maybe they're very nervous as well. This whole thing makes them very nervous. Maybe they also are not in their best, you know, state of energy field. Like their energy field is not right, because with the 10 of Cups, I feel like here there's something that they need to end. It could be aspects of their life that, you know, are not going to be able to function and have you in it. So I don't know if they have a family. I don't know if they have a wife. I have no idea. But I feel like with the Queen of Swords, there needs to be a decision taken. And I do feel like with this person, they may have thought that this was going to be something else when really it was like, surprise, no, this was not what you're used to. You went about this the wrong way. This person, I feel like, went about this the wrong way. Maybe they didn't even go about it the right way. Maybe they didn't even take hold of it. Maybe they didn't appreciate it. Maybe they didn't act on it. Let's see if we can get some more cards as to what's happening here within this connection. What's happening within this connection for group 3? 2 cards, please. What do they need to know? Give them more details. Intense shadow work. So someone here has a lot of work to do. It could be you, it could be them, it could be both of yous. Listen, this connection is, it's here to teach you something. It's here to teach you something. And I'm not going to get into like twin flame, karmic, soulmate. Who cares? It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I feel like here, someone needs to go through intense shadow work in order for this to maybe even become clear to them as to what this is. Okay? Maybe you also are on the verge of letting go and letting God because you've got also work to do. It could be both of those things, all of those things with respect to both of you. I don't know, but there's intense shadow work coming. And I don't know that, you know, you can do it together. So maybe someone is going to have to take off. I don't know. Give me more. Rolling in their grave. We've also got hit the brakes, okay? And we've got childish behavior. I didn't want to, you know, I've drawn more than I was supposed to. I did get crash and burn on the bottom, but I'm not being guided to bring that one out. I feel like here someone is dancing around with this connection and taking it a little bit lighter than it should be. This connection is not to be messed with. It's not to be fooled around with. And I don't know on whose end, you know, maybe, you know, I know a lot of people have a hard time looking at themselves, but maybe there are a few of you out there that contributed to this. Who knows? But it could be also your person. You know, they just applied themselves childishly to this connection when it should have been a lot more, you know, taken a lot more serious. And I do have hit the brakes. So the brakes I feel like are being hit. And maybe right now, that's what it is. But with the rolling in their grave, let me look at that one. Give me more on what that rolling in their grave is about. That's interesting because I feel like here there's actually like a spirit guide or someone who was once on this earth plane who's trying to help you and this person. What is that about? That is a very particular, interesting message. And maybe that's why they got me to draw 4, is because maybe that would only apply to a couple of you. So they wanted to get more out for the rest of you. But I feel like here, there's someone who's, I feel like, helping with this connection. And with the 10 of Wands, may take a particular action or help in this action of ending it, or maybe causing this, ending, or someone going off, or maybe if it's been in separation, there's someone who has helped with this. There's someone guiding you guys, which is really interesting. I feel like I can't say spirit. I mean, yeah, we could have spirit guides who are ones here on this earth plane, but it's not like an ascended master or an angel, because, they don't usually have many reincarnations here. But there's a person, I feel like, who's involved or are taking an involvement in this connection for some of you. And I feel like here, helping you along with this. There could be somebody guiding you from the other side with this connection. And I feel like if you're going to know that, if that's going to resonate with you, it will resonate with you. If it's not, if that makes no sense to you, it's not for you. But even with the Star card, that tells me that there's someone helping with this connection. Feels like a spirit guide. That is interesting. Okay, let's get more. Let's get more messages. 2 cards from this deck to see what is happening within this connection. Spiritual growth, learning and expanding the soul. So listen, if you've not been on, speaking terms, or you haven't been in the physical with this person, this is what's occurring. It's supposed to be happening right now. Spiritual growth, this person is responsible for that. They've, I feel like, lit the match to begin this for you. Now, if you are still on talking terms, or you still see this person, I'm telling you, I feel like there could be a separation coming, or someone who takes off in order to initiate this spiritual growth. Now, you could technically still apply to the extended reading, because that will be in the future. I'm not saying that this separation will last forever, but I feel like for right now, you've got a lot of cards of endings. And I do feel like a lot of people who have chosen this are probably not on speaking terms. Haven't seen their person maybe in a while. Or they're on the verge of this. But spiritual growth is what is at the forefront of this connection. And this needs to occur, just like the shadow work. More passion. So I think it's very hard to function with this connection, because there is so much passion. I feel like there's a big chemistry between the two of you. You felt it the moment you met. This person has also not forgotten it. You have burned in their brain, okay? Whatever transpired between the two of you, even if it was a few glances, it's not been forgotten about. There's these passionate feelings that I feel like replay over and over again. And I am being told that don't be surprised if there's a lot of astral SEX going on. There may be a lot of that, or connecting in the 5th dimension, or in your dream state, because that's the only place it can take place for right now. So don't think, if some of you are experiencing that's kind of weird, or like it's just your imagination. That passion needs to be explored. It needs to be between the souls. And if they can't do that in the 3D, they definitely will do that on the higher planes. Interesting. Okay, let's get a card from this deck on the energy around this connection. Energy around this connection, please. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So I do feel like here, the accepting of the support needs to be something I feel like that is also applied to this reading. If it does resonate with you, I think you need to accept the message. it could be very hard to accept this message because there was just like a lot of feelings of promise for this connection. But I feel like here you're going to need support. You will get support. You will receive support, even if that's through readings, watching them on YouTube. Accept them though. That could be a message for some of you who are getting the messages all different ways, even from your friends on the other side, but you're not accepting them. You are not accepting them. I think there's a part of you that's holding on, which is okay. But I feel like here, I think there's going to be some time that comes. Maybe right now you're being very patient with yourself, which you should. But I think there will be a time where you will have to energetically move on in order to I don't know why I'm hearing this, but save yourself. Because this has been really torture. I'm hearing it's just been horrendous. But I feel like here, you're not alone. You're not alone in this. And I think you are being guided to all the information, but you will have to accept it. That's a hard thing sometimes to do. I know with this reading, some people may have clicked on it hoping I was going to say that, the person's going to write them a letter, blah, blah. But I don't read from that, vibration. I read from the higher realms. So that's going to give you a lot for yourself, not really so much about what's going to transpire between you. It's going to be what you need to hear. Not just telling you what you want to hear so I can get, subscribers and likes. Now, if you do want to check out the extended reading, you may be able to find something there. But let's get a message from the higher self, seeing how we see that you are being so heavily guided, even from that person on the other side, which is interesting. Give me more. What does the higher self want you, and this is not about your person, want you, the person watching, to know about this connection? When a new door opens, walk through it and begin again. So I think here you're about to walk through a new door. And I think you're leaving behind maybe this connection to some degree. I'm not saying that you'll ever forget it, but I think energetically it's time for you to step through a new door. I don't want you also to be holding yourself back from life, holding yourself back from opportunities. You need to, I feel accept this connection for what it was, what it brought to you, how it changed your life. But now it's about you. It's about you and only you. And I think you need to walk through that door because I saw here that you want to, but there's something holding you back. And I get it. It's a very profound feeling, what you've experienced with this person, but you will get there. I have all faith that you will. So I really wish you all the best, group 3. I really do. Take care. Okay, so if you were gravitated towards the 4th crystal, pile 4, this is going to be your reading, but a few things before we start. Happy New Year. I am really wishing you all the best in 2024, in happiness, health, and abundance. Please also make your way to the comment section. I have provided the link which will take you to my Patreon platform. I will be offering the extended reading through there, which will be titled Their Next Move Towards You. I have also included the link to my Etsy shop. I am running a sale just for today, 20% off all readings. So this may be the time, if you've been looking at getting a reading from me, to grab your chance with a 20% off discount. You don't have to do anything. It's already been marked down. As well as, lastly, please make sure that if you are liking my content and you like the way that I read, I want you to subscribe. Make sure you're subscribing. I don't want you missing out on a reading from me or when I go live. Hit all notifications. That's the important thing, so that you don't miss out on a future reading from me. Okay, let's get into your reading. Please be very patient, guys. It's going to be a long reading. Get cozy. I will be pulling a lot of cards for you today. So let's just start by channeling your energy and your person's energy into the pile of cards before me. Let's bring forth the messages you need to hear, not the messages you want to hear. And let's bring them forth in a very clear and direct way so that I, as the interpreter, can interpret them to you. So listen, first thing we're going to look at, which I think is very important, is your energy and your person's energy. So I'm going to pull a card which will represent your energy on this side and your person's on that side. So let's do that. So give me the energy of those that are watching and give me the energy of their person. I'm going to also pull a card from this deck to give me more. Give me more on the energy that the person who's watching is carrying at the time of receiving this reading. And give me more on their person. Now that's interesting. So the reason why I did this to start the reading, because I think it's very important, when we're talking about a connection, it's important to first see like where you guys are at. Like you could be totally on different pages, right? So I think it's important to look at that. So let's look at where your energy's at right now. I personally think with the Chariot and the encrypted card, I don't know how you're going to take this. I think you could be a little bit confused about the movement of this connection, where it's headed. I mean, this is a no-brainer. I mean, it's basically the reason why you're clicking on the reading. So that would be very much indicative of that. Like, oh my God, Chitra, tell me, because I have no flipping idea with this encrypted card. It's like this whole thing is worse than a game of mystery. I want to move forward. I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready with the Chariot. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. But I don't know, because I don't know. I don't know. Now, what's interesting about your person's side is that they could be very much holding back. I can't even believe I'm saying this. But they could be very much holding back or taking their sweet time. But what you need to know with the heart on their sleeve is that they're actually a really good person. Oh my goodness. A lot of people are probably going to come for me right now in the comment section and say, oh my God, this person treated me so badly. I get it. Can you just give me time to get into the reading? I feel like your person, their actions could have been based upon other things. Okay. Maybe they just really weren't understanding what was going on, but I don't know why. Like, Spirit wants you to know right now that like this person is like holding on to something regarding you in their heart. The fact that the Ace of Cups card is actually coming out from under their sleeve says that there's still love there. They actually do love you. You need to know that they actually love you. Their actions may say another thing, but listen, the world is not so black and white. Okay. It's actually very gray. And listen, reasons why people do things is like could be 1,000,001 reasons. Okay. I just feel like here, regardless of me saying that though, with the Queen of Pentacles though, I don't know. It's not very much an action card. It's more of like sitting there and really taking their time to figure out what the heck is happening. With the Queen of Pentacles as well too, this could be also that there's been time that's passed. Okay, maybe they're trying to sort out, themselves. But I feel like here, what is being brought forth mainly with looking at the energy of this person is that they actually really do love you. They're in that feeling. They feel that. They love you. It's been since a long time. So if you've known this person for a long time, it hasn't faded. It's actually stayed pretty steady with the Queen of Pentacles. And underneath this tough exterior of the Queen of Pentacles, they could be really mushy. You just haven't seen that side of them. Maybe they protect themselves. Maybe they wear themselves outwardly as the Queen of Pentacles, but really underneath, they've got their heart on their sleeve. They just maybe are hiding that because it is being, we're getting a peek of it under their sleeve, right? So they don't wear it outwardly. Maybe for fear of like, it's a protection thing. I don't know. But at the time of receiving this reading, this person still has feelings for you. 100% with these two cards. Now, where you're at, I think you're more of like an emotion type of energy where you just want this whole thing to be revealed. You're like, what is this? Maybe you're hoping this reading will do so. I hope that I can do that for you. But I think you're more focused on like the end goal, or just, figuring out what the heck is going on. Okay, really. And moving forward with that, even wanting the information so that maybe even you personally can move forward. Let's find out. Okay, so what's happening here with group 4? By the way, that crystal that I put on for your pile was so beautiful and alluring when I was doing it through Canva, but I have no idea what it is. If any of you know, let me know, because I actually think I want to buy that crystal. I find it fascinating. It's very pretty, very. Okay, what is happening here with group 4 and their person? What's happening within this connection? Huh. Oh, wow. You know what? I think there may be one person who actually clicked on this reading who has seen their person in the dream state, but hasn't met them yet. There's one of you, that's for sure. Let me know if that's you in the comment section, because I see that here. Give me more on the 6 of Cups. Give me more on the Emperor. Give me more on the Knight of Cups. More on the Ace of Pentacles. More on the Queen of Swords. More on the 4 of Wands. We've got the Lovers on the bottom here. So listen, this was very fated. Very fated. I feel like here, though, it's a very difficult, there's difficulties. The Hangman is underneath as well, too. I feel like we're aware, but we're not doing anything about this. Or maybe this is stagnant. The Hangman is like, we're not all the way there. We're like literally dangling. I feel like somebody here is living... like, what's this word I'm trying to grasp for? Someone here, I don't think it's you. I think your person is pretending as if this is not what it is. I don't want to say delusional about it, but I feel like here they're downplaying it. I think there's some aspect of like the wool over the eyes, not seeing clearly as to what's happening here. This connection is a bit murky for them. They love you, but I feel like, I don't know, the connection is a big one for them. They think about the connection between them, both of you, more than you. What they experienced, what they felt. We have the 6 of Cups here. Something impacted them, just like it impacted you. I feel like with the Queen of Cups, this tugged very much at their heartstrings. It's probably been, I'm overcome with emotion about it, but they think more about the meeting more than anything. And I do want to say here too, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys, your connections, they happened in some very bizarre places, like workplaces, places where it was very difficult to be together. Maybe someone's married. Maybe somebody is, a particular person in society, has a particular, I don't know, duty. Maybe this is a little bit, out of nowhere. What is happening within this connection? I feel like people are becoming very humbled with this connection. I cannot stop, like I feel like I'm overthinking. I'm overthinking too much. kind of funny with the King of Swords as well too, because I feel like here there's a desired outcome to be very truthful about this connection, but I feel like something holds me back or it reins me back in. Like, okay, now I'm understanding this. Your person, this connection, to entertain it would be delusional. There we go. That's what they think, okay? I feel like in a perfect world, this person would love to give you the sun, moon, and stars and, you know, all of their love. But I feel like there's a lot of busy energy here. And maybe it's just a little distraction. Maybe it's not a forever thing. I don't see that yet. But maybe it stops them, I feel like, from coming towards you, okay? There's something here about the ball being in their court in which they have to walk through this door, okay? But they would have to kind of, I feel like, humble themselves or get into the Knight of Wands, which the Knight of Wands has no fear. No fear. The Knight of Wands will, like, you know, jump off of like a bridge, okay? Just to have that, you know, experience, okay? This experience, although it feels very real to the person, I don't know yet if they are able to humble themselves yet. They are not in that position yet. It's happening. It's in the process. It's in the works, right? They're halfway kind of there with the Hangman, but there's a lot of difficult choices around this. And I don't know with the Hierophant if it is, you know, societal. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. It could be that this person with the Emperor has these particular, I don't know, standards in their mind. Maybe they're still in the Matrix, for goodness sakes. I have no idea. Let's get more though. Let's find out more about what's going on here between you and this person. What's happening within this connection? Give me 2 cards from this deck, please, Spirit, on what is happening between those who are watching and their person. Now, on a side note, I will say that the person is aware of your willingness to explore this. They probably were the moment they looked in your eyes, but I think it comes, the holdback is on their end. Give me more on what is happening within this connection. And taking the elevator instead of the stairs. So this is what needs to occur. I think there's an energy here that is building. They're feeling it. They know time is running out. That door is about to close. And not only that, I feel like they also sense that energy coming from you, which is you wanting to go full speed into this. And you need to know that they're aware of it. But, you know, getting there, like, again, they have to become the Knight of Wands. Now, they could be very well in the process. That's why it's coming out in this reading, right? We're asking what is happening within this connection. They're probably in the process of, you know, speeding up. That's why it's coming up. But with this, she's all ready to go. She's like, come on, honey, come on. You know, come on. Like, that's enough now with the stairs, okay? Take the elevator. I'm ready. Let's go. More. Sidetracked. So I feel like here your person's got 2 paths, you know, and that could be very indicative of the timelines. You know, there's many different timelines, you know, we can go down, right? So I feel like here this, you know, and I love this card so much because one path points to the moon. It kind of takes them to the way to the moon, which would be following your intuition. But I feel like here, you could be like literally separated from this person. You know, they could be on one path, you could be on another, or they are sidetracked. Maybe they've got a lot of issues that are holding them back from this connection. The Lovers doesn't just talk about lovers. It talks about also difficult choices, okay? These 2 don't get on the card and it's just easy peasy. No. So with the sidetracked, I feel like here what's happening within this connection is that your person could be sidetracked. But there could also be, you know, within the connection, you know, that energy, that stagnant energy of things not, you know, coming together, because you would want to be going down one path, right? Not 2. So maybe there's 2 options right now. Maybe you are an option. I don't know, with another person. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to make it friendly for everybody so that they can all resonate. But the sidetrack could also be that, you know, the ball is in their court and the choice could be in their court as well too. Because again, I feel like you're ready. Okay, let's get some more. Let's get some more information. 2 cards from this deck on what those who have chosen pile 4, crystal 4, need to know about what is happening within this connection. New love, new person, unknown person. So what's happening within this connection? I'm going to read this many different ways. This could be a new love. And when you say new love, you know, it could be 2 years, could be anything. But it could be very new. But I would consider 2 years even new as well too. But listen, the new love could be that, you know, what's happening within this connection. Remember, Spirit's going to tell you what you need to hear. I don't read from the lower dimensions. So if you clicked on the reading hoping that I was going to say that this person would call you, I don't do that. I tell you what you need to hear. There could be a new love coming in. Maybe that's what the sidetracked is. Maybe this is on their end. But guess what? Maybe this is also on your end. Maybe you also, within this connection, will experience a new love with a different person. But it could also be that this is also representative of new love between the two of you. This is new. So that's just very basic, interpretation. Let's get one more card to see what else you need to know about this connection. Young female, youthful, music and fashion. So I feel like here there could be a couple interpretations. For some of you, you may be finding out about another female, okay? So if your person's a male and they're interested in females, you may hear, like what I just said with the new love, that there's somebody else in the mix here. This could definitely be a third party thing for some of you, that she exists within this connection. She's there. She's not going anywhere. And she looks very daring. She looks like, on this card to me, like somebody who just doesn't really give an shit about coming between somebody and somebody else. Like they're there for their own purposes. It could be. She looks very bold, okay, on this card. I hope you can see how bold she looks. But listen, this could also be representative of you. Very much so. As in, listen, regardless of this connection, you are very youthful, you're attractive, you're fashionable, you've got, a lot going on for yourself. So don't hold yourself just to this connection, but she could definitely represent somebody else coming in. Yeah. And that would make sense, if you need to know something about this connection. Maybe she's already there for some of you. And she looks like she's holding a stake. She's got her claws into this person. And she's not letting go, regardless of what you've got going on with her person, And maybe she knows that it's probably stronger than what she has, but she ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. But this could also be you, okay? Absolutely. You've got a lot to offer. You are attractive. Don't wait for this person, okay? Let's get the energy around this connection. Let's get the energy around this connection. One card that will sum up what group 4 needs to know regarding the energy around this connection. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. No shit. Your person needs to become humbled. If, you're wondering if I can give you one thing, stick around. I'm still reading from the higher self. If I can give you one thing about, moving forward with this connection, is that those masks will have to come down. I think your person is portraying themselves in a way that is not really who they are for self-protection. They're trying to protect themselves. I think they are very much aware of what you share, but, not ready to some degree, because I feel like you are a lot more ready. If they are giving you this encrypted energy where you just don't know ever what's going on, I understand that with the deception card, because again, it will look like that. Maybe you can actually see deep down who that person really is. And you're like, why? Why do you do this? But there could be a deception coming as well too. It may not be directly. It could be indirectly. It could be that you find out about somebody else or there is another woman. Okay. that makes you feel like it's a deception because you're like, hey, like, what we have. You feel it. I feel it. Why are you doing this? I'm telling you, your person will have to humble themselves in order for this, get into truth and integrity with the King of Swords, remove that self mask that they're wearing for protection. I will not stop saying it because that's why I feel like it is, in order to move forward. Now let's get a message just for you from your higher self in regards to this connection. Okay, so it will be about this connection, maybe some sort of advice on what you can do or what you should do or whatever resonates with you in order to kind of move forward. So I do want to say that I'm not saying that, you can't apply yourself to the extended reading. I'm not saying that this is forever at all, okay? You could be on talking terms, but that next reading will give you an idea of what they're going to be doing next, what their next move will be towards you, because I just don't think they're ready to let you go as much as maybe, again, they're fighting against this connection. So your message from higher self is you are never lost, but only forging a path to new worlds. So kind of interesting because that resonates with the encrypted message. So I feel like here there could be a lot of confusion as to kind of what this is, where you're headed, what path you're going down with this person. It's never lost. It's never not right. Everything is happening as it should within this connection. And regardless, because it's kind of funny too with the Chariot, because you're trying to move, right? Regardless of whatever happens, you're still moving forward. You need to know that. And I feel like there's a lot of things to be explored within this connection, things to be revealed. I don't think you're done with this connection. It doesn't feel like it is. But what you need to know is that you're still moving forward. Even though you feel you want to move forward, you need to be told you're moving forward, regardless if you think in the 3D you're not. So this was your reading. I hope you were able to take it, process it, understand it. I know sometimes the messages can be a little rough, but I do want to make sure you're always being told what you need to hear as opposed to what you want to hear. If you'd like to check that extended reading, you can totally do so through my comment section, the pinned comment. You will find the link to it. But I wish you all the best. Take care.